Hello, 'tis me. Okay, I've never used my voice in a video before because it's awkward. That's it, that's the only reason. And the fan is on and it is going to continue to stay on, so deal with it. Today, we're going to be, these are heavy. We are going to be talking about my favorite book series, whatever, of 2023, because you guys like recommendations. Okay, first one is the Shatter Me series. It's really good. It's kind of dystopian. A lot of people have been calling it fantasy. It's not fantasy. It's dystopian. Anyways, it's about this girl, and she has powers, and if she touches someone, they die. And she's stuck in this like asylum thingy, and one day this dude gets thrown into the asylum with her, and it does have a romance subplot. All of these have a romance subplot, because I can't read a book if it doesn't have at least a subplot of romance. So yeah, it's really cool. It does have a love triangle in the second book a little bit, but it's good. I usually don't like love triangles, but this one is good. Yeah. So read that. Read that. It's Shatter Me. And then the next one is Kingdom of the Wicked, and nobody talks about this book. Oh my god, it is so good. It is a trilogy, and it is like fantasy with a romance in it, and it's about this girl, and she and her twin are witches, and her twin dies, and she has to avenge her twin, and the only way to do that is to work with this like prince of hell. So yeah, it's really good. Read this, make it more popular, because it's so good. And the next one is the Inheritance games, which is also kind of popular, but it's really good. It's not fantasy, it's like contemporary-ish, I guess, and it's romance. I guess it's just romance. Oh, it's kind of mystery. Yeah. So it's about this girl, and this like normal high school girl, and she all of a sudden inherits a bunch of money from this dead billionaire that she didn't even know. And the only catch is that she has to live with his 4 grandsons for a year. And it's romance. It does have a love triangle, but again, it's good. Yeah. So read that and let me know what team you are in the comments, because that's very important, and if you answer wrong, yeah. Okay, the next one is The Cruel Prince, and this is another really popular one, but it's so good. There's a reason why it's so popular, guys, and if you don't like it, I get it. I truly do, because the first time I read this, I absolutely hated it, because I don't know, it's just the romance in this one is kind of non-existent, and it's just kind of like the world building most of the time, and in the end it gets kind of exciting, but it wasn't super exciting for me, so I just didn't like it. But I reread it and I gave it a new shot, and I read the whole trilogy. This is the rest of the books right there. I read the whole trilogy, and it was so good, and now I'm obsessed with it. So read it. Moral of the story, read the book. And the last one, yeah, I know it's so popular and everybody's been telling you to read it. Read it. There's a reason why it's so popular, because it's so good. It's about this girl, and her family has like fallen into poverty, and she has to like kind of take care of her whole family. So she goes into the woods one day to hunt for food as usual, and she kills this wolf that turns out to be a fairy, high fae kind of thing. And so she gets pulled into the high fae world, not the fae world, and gets like pulled into all the craziness. And it's super good. Yeah, it's fantasy romance. And if you've read Shatter Me, or if you haven't read Shatter Me and read Akatar, their like love triangle kind of thing is very similar. So if you know what I'm talking about, yeah. And it's really good. So read it. And that is all. So read those books or I will be personally offended.